Okay, I hope so. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's a stretch arm LeBron. That's great. But anyways, yeah, so don't forget to save, let's stretch, save those points because I am going to set it up so you can redeem them to get hollow cards and such. I just have to figure out what's a logical amount and all that because I don't want to have to mail stuff every 5 seconds. But that being said, we got the other half of winner semis. Like I said, the last one was winner semis between Chavo and Paradox. It's a pretty nuts set. And now we got not game one because
Streamline didn't do his controls.
Streamline forgot to change his controls.
$100 on Streamline.
Yeah. So here,
Yep.
so here's the thing, Jet. Here's the thing. I'll tell you this to everybody who's coming here this weekend. Also, that's not Sage. That's Paradox. Dude could default every match before you showed up. I know that there's planned for like profiles and stuff soon enough, so like we don't have.
There is?
Yeah, so like there's a lot. Are they just going right into it? You can't go into it. They lost the stock. So yeah, there's profile plans, I believe, in the near future or whenever. It's gonna be down the line. The game's still young. There's still a lot to change, but just do yourself the favor and hit default before you start. Anyways, now the proper intro. Winner semis time. The other half of it. Sage versus Streamline. I believe their set count again is 2-1 Sage favor. Might be 2-2. I might be missing one, but no matter what, it's gonna be difficult. Streamline's been on a tear of late, and Sage has won 2 back-to-back, so he's running hot.
Streamline told me we're on the drive here, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to play Harley the whole set, because I don't like this character, and I want it to be nerfed. So, yeah, we'll see.
That's actually hilarious. Like, outperforming with Harley to get the character nerfed. That's crazy. But, I mean, it's Streamline, and Streamline can kind of play whoever he feels like and gets the job done. Obviously, we all know him for the bugs. The bugs is one of the best set play trap-based bugs I've ever seen in ones. And he played Finn throughout losers last week after getting sent to losers by Daquan in a really ridiculous set against the bugs. So now here with the Harley, I know he's been trying to figure out characters to fight Finn specifically. Yeah. So Harley might be an answer to that.
Harley is an answer. He was telling me downer, that move right there. That basically beats everything Finn has. He can truck it, but he's safe. He can't up tilt it.
Yeah, she has a little mini game with that too. It just like you try to go jump there and get the anti-air game going, and then you chase, and that's so hard for LeBron to get around because he either A, double jumps over, gets hit by up special, or B, tries to sneak underneath, get a hit, and then loses out in that battle.
Or you can go for the very risky fence there and get a free ball, and then go for recovery like that. But that trade was not worth it.
Yeah, 90% of the trades work in favor of LeBron when it comes to being at that high damage window, especially as Harley. So it's just not worth it. But Harley can't afford to take like 2 big neutral wins from LeBron. LeBron puts on like a solid 30 to 40 anytime he gets one good unarmed dare if you don't DI it correctly. But Streamline luckily seems to never mind. Oh, never mind. Seems to know, almost dies.
Yeah, LeBron ladder combos are something, man.
They used to be crazy. Unarmed nair into up air being a true combo for the longest time. I feel like if they nerf or they reduce the knockback on up air, I feel like that was a perfectly fine kill confirm. Yeah. Because it's fine to have stuff like that. It's just how early are we talking? But he's found ways around that. Like since he lost that, he's still found a lot of new confirms with LeBron to get the job done.
Wow, Streamline getting so much mileage off these uppers and downers. It's actually crazy. He was we were friendly when we got here at like 6. And that's all he was doing. I was playing the Wonder Woman, and he was showing me. He was like, "This is what you do when they're approaching down air. Oh, when you're above them, down air. When they're above you, down air, because it hits the ground and comes up."
Yeah, he's also has a thing where he likes to dodge down in reversal attack. Oh wait, though LeBron is not getting saved by any of these right now. It doesn't matter how heavy he is. Yeah, it's definitely just one anti-air up special is gonna take it out.
I think bomb kills there too if he latches it on.
I believe so. Yeah, just doesn't even need to confirm to it. Just get one good mistake. But that's 96 damage onto Harley. So one good place dunk, especially near that platform, is going to take it out. So Streamline just trying to play actually, he hasn't really changed his game plan. He's going for the same double jump setups to get as much straight damage as he can without interacting with Sage. Oh, it actually gets a knockout straight off the up air. And that was very close to the ground, too, so just showing that Harley weight. 55 damage onto LeBron. I don't think that the 70's too bad unless he gets caught in the air. Another 20 or so, that's where I'm going to start to get scared, because like up air to up special again might actually take out LeBron.
so much. These uppers are doing so much for Streamline right now. It's also crazy that once he dares, and if he all he has to do is follow up with the dare, and he'll get a free ignite. So that's like +3, +5 damage. That adds up over time.
It really does. Like you may not pay attention to it at first. It's like, oh, it's just a couple, like just 2 extra. But if you're constantly getting hit by it, that's 10 damage-ish off of 3 interactions that you're not normally used to seeing against Harley. That adds up as you're getting anti-aired later on. And right now, however, we have a very close game because 109 on LeBron, not too bad. 67 on the Harley against LeBron, though. A little bit more frightening for Harley.
That's a death on a platform dunk.
Yep. You can see he's actually he's trying to play the ball around the platform, makes Streamline feel comfortable about it, and then sneak him over. That's why Streamline's going for those double jumps, set up confetti box, so that way he's not willing to fight him in center. But if you walk to the ledge towards one of those platforms, he's more likely to catch the double jump on Sage, and that's just gonna do it.
Game 1, going to Sage.
Sage is he's just gotten so good at not choking out the leads anymore. Because there was a point in time when he was constantly getting close. He would get like top 2, 3 finishes all the time, but never was able to win the bracket. Now it feels like after getting his wins in, he's not playing as scared to close the game anymore in those tight situations. That's a lot of times how Retro would actually take it out against him. Actually, now I think about it, Retro had the longest winning record against him. Retro, I think, was 3-0 on him at first before he finally got the dub. But most of it was sometimes Sage would be deep in the lead, and then he would throw. So it looks like he's getting away with that. What do you think Streamline, like, I feel like Streamline was playing a matchup phenomenally until last stock. What do you think he needs to do a little bit differently?
I think so Streamline's a very, very aggressive player, and sometimes he doesn't know when to, like, not aggress, and when to sort of, like, you know, kind of run a little bit. He's really good at it in 2s when we teamed this Monday. He was really good at playing back, letting his teammate do the work, and then saving his stock. But that's not really viable in 1s when he keeps going in like that. So that's probably how he died to dunk. But Sage, on the other hand, is getting really good at his dunk confirms. Jab 1, 2 to dunk, jab 1 to dunk. Those are all true, but they're very situational, and Sage is good at seeing them and applying them. Yeah,
that's the biggest thing. Is sometimes people don't realize the situational aspects of not only the combos may be pretty good on damage, but some of those are DI reads, and then later on just being able to react to that double jump that you condition someone to later to snag that jump there into the dunk. It's not as linear as just dunk 24/7, because that means you're going to be well out the ball and somebody's going to punish you for that heavily. Yeah. That's what's so scary about Sage in these late stock situations.
And there it is again, jab 2 to dunk. He's getting so good at that.
Yeah, you caught Streamline slipping on that one, too. I think Streamline was trying to set up the bomb to get back down. He hasn't really gone for that at higher damage, so I think he tried to trip him up. Now Streamline, that time, actually drifts far enough away, so gets out of there at 32. That could have been a solid 50.
See, going back down with dunk. Sage does that sometimes. If he's high in the air and wants to get down fast, instead of fast falling, he'll just throw it a dunk and get to the ground.
It's a good mix-up tool, too, because most of the time, that's that move right there. The shoulder charge and the chest slap, the unarmed nair, are majority of what he'll do to stall unless it's defense. That's slow. But when you throw out dunk, you just randomly burst at them, and you're like, oh, shit, dunk's coming at me. So you try to back off.
It's actually a very contestable move in the air, but it's really scary.
Yeah, so it's the fear of it. It's like you don't want to get that trade. But Streamline did make him use a lot of resources, but the basketball shut it down. If that ball wasn't there, that was executed. But he got him finally.
And Streamline, Sage responding with a dunk immediately.
He's playing this incredibly well, too. And Sage does have a good amount of practice in this matchup. Twilight, of course, is our resident Harley. And Twilight can only come here every other week. So it's not, they don't get to play too often, for that matter, very minimal. But when they play off-stream, he's learned a lot. Because Streamline is definitely more aggressive than Twilight, where Twilight is very campy in a matchup like this. And I think that's playing to Sage's advantage. It's like, oh, if you want to hold forward or you want to approach me and try to square with me too much like that, he's out of resources. He's got to go low. That move is massive.
And that's going to be Sage heading into winners finals?
Yes, that'll send him into winners finals. That will be, I believe that will be fighting up against you, if I'm correct, which you're not going to go fight just yet. We're going to go into losers quarters first. But, yes, so that'll line up the rematch. You two fought, what was it, winners semis last time, right?
Yeah, winners semis.
Who'd you fight in winners? Oh, it was winners quarters, right. Because that was a stacked week.
Yeah, I went through Jeff and then Sage.
Yeah.
And then B-Hands and then traveled twice.
Right, because that was the first time you were here. So your seed was I think it was 8. or something like that.
It was 9.
9, right? Yeah, because
Yeah.
you had to fight Sice at 8 and 9. Yeah.
I don't know what I am now.
You were 3 today. That's only because you've only showed up to 1, and that's it. So it's based off of consistency and how much people show up. But if you showed up to more, you would have been number 1 tonight. But from the way you're playing, might just snag that number 1 seed back anyways. So we have 2-0 going to Sage. That sends Streamline down to losers, and we're gonna move into the losers side of things. I don't know what happened with Sice Dakoa, so I gotta go find that out. But whoever said that.